BP311 Bo John. We're here to give you some plays in MLB, and BP's going to start us right off. We got an MLB starting in 5 minutes. We know we're cutting it close, so swing out of BP. San Diego, Cincinnati.
That's the one. I'm going to take the Padres. They've been on a little bit of a hot streak. They look like the better team. Cincinnati looks like a mess. Nick Martinez, 4.29 ERA. Tyler Mahle, 6.88. I'm taking the Padres money line, minus 110. You got about 5 minutes to grab it unless you want to get it live.
Get it in now.
It's the Padres on the money line?
Yep.
All right, so there you go. Padres on the money line for what? Did I misunderstand something?
No, you heard it.
110.
Oh, it's a short number today.
Yeah, you know it's getaway day.
And on the hill for the Reds is Tyler Mahle.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it makes sense. San Diego's kind of took control of them. You on that game, Bo?
Nah, I think what's happening. I haven't looked at the lineups, but I'm pretty sure that with this being getaway day, the Padres probably resting some of their top lineup players. So that's the only thing I can think of.
All right. I'm trying to share this over to Facebook. We're also live on Bo Dunn Wins now on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed to Bo Dunn Wins on YouTube, and also BP311. He's on there too. He's putting out plays every day, doing a live show once a week. It varies. I think his next one's next Monday. He's going to have a huge show. So check out BP as well. T-Mac's busy today. I can't remember how good or bad T-Mac did yesterday. But we'll recap real quick. Ron's here. Terry's here. How's it going, fellas? Just got started. BP gave the first pick. It starts in 3 minutes. Take the Padres on the money line at a minus 110. Padres have been smacking around the Reds. And I think he expects that again today. So yesterday I went 3-0. NBA under 217.5. Just barely caught it. I'll tell you what, Connington's jacking up threes in the last 2 minutes. I'm like, come on, bro. But 216 was the final score, so I caught the under by a point there and a half. Gave the Yankees minus 1.5 runs, minus 110. Another winner, 5-2 Yankees. Gave the over in the Phillies game. Over 8. Phillies won 7-3. 3-0 day. How'd you do, Bo?
I did the totally opposite for what you did.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Goose egg?
I went 2-5, man. I had the an over 105 in the Milwaukee Bucks game. It got close. Chicago just came out just looking terrible. I think they had like 42 points in the first half, so I missed that win. The Dodgers just they tied it up. I think it was like the top of the 7. They tied it up, or top of the 8, and the Diamondbacks come back and score 2 runs in the bottom of the 8. So I lost that one. That was also part of my 2-team parlay. But I did cash in with the Padres on the run line. I think I had the over 57.5 points in that Golden State Warriors game. It dropped right at 55. So yeah, man, had a pretty rough day, man. So I dropped about 4 units last night. Not a good day for your boy Bo Dunn. But man, we always bounce back. You know what I'm saying? It's a grind. So it's at 365. You feel me?
All right. Yep. I expect you to come back strong today. We'll have some NBA plays later on this afternoon. We're going back live later. Terry went 4-1 in the MLB. Good job, Terry. Ron hit the under himself. Must be the under that I played. Good job, Ron. Bucks win. Bucks are moving on. And Carl says the Dodgers stink. The Dodgers did lose 2 out of 3 to Arizona. Bo and I was on the under. We tried to talk T-Mac in it and going consensus. T-Mac was a little hesitant. So I don't even know if we really gave that out. We talked about it before the show, but Bo and I both were on the under. And like I said, we couldn't get T-Mac on board to have a true consensus, so we skipped on the consensus play. What happened to Brooklyn? Brooklyn stinks, Ron. So Brooklyn needs a new coach, and And that's that. There's no more talking about Brooklyn this year. They're gone. We move forward with the Bucks and the other NBA games. Let's go right into MLB because not only the game's starting now, you also got the Milwaukee Pittsburgh game starting. Anybody
Uh,
on that real early this morning?
I took the under in that game, under 7.5. If anybody can get it in
All
them
right, under 7.5. You might get that even in live. Wait for a pitch or two. Um, it might drop to 7 after a pitch or two, but 7.5. Bo likes it at the under there. Next early games, we got a whole bunch of early games: Miami, Washington, Baltimore, Yankees, Colorado, Philly, Seattle, Tampa, and Detroit and Minnesota, all starting in the next 30 minutes. I've got a couple of those games. I'll come out firing right now. Tigers and the Twins. Tarek Skubal is on the hill for the Tigers. 3 games started, 15 innings pitched so far this year. 1-1 ERA. 1-1 record, 2.3 ERA. Skubal's pitching better than normal. On the other side for Minnesota will be Bailey Ober. Ober's got 3 games started, 16 innings pitched. He's 1-1, 2.81 ERA, 13 strikeouts, 2 home runs. The total set at 7, and everyone would probably say that it's probably going to be under. These guys have pitched really good so far, and I expect that to change today. Minnesota's put up 25 runs in the last 4 games, and winning the last 2. They got 20 home runs this season, so Minnesota's bats are starting to come alive. I faded Skubal all last year and made a lot of money. I'm just hoping the Tigers can get a couple runs to help push this over. So I'm going with the reverse angle here and going over 7 in that game between Tigers and Twins. Anybody else on that game?
No, but I feel what you're saying, man. That honor is just real low. I seen that. I was like, I'm like, who we got pitching today, man? Max Scherzer or somebody? Like, come on, man. Who is Screwball? You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, I would, if I play the game, I would take the over with you. So I agree with your play.
Yeah, this is a little bit, like I said, reverse thinking here. They both have pitched probably better than their means, and I think 7 is giving them a little bit too much credit. You playing that game? Your hometown Tigers against the Minnesota Twins?
No, I took the Tigers yesterday and they got beat up 5-0, so I'm staying away from them today.
Yeah, they're just not scoring, so we're gonna hope maybe they can get some bats alive today, and Twins can put up their normal. They've, like I said, in the last 4 games, they put up 25 runs. That averages over 6 runs per game. So let's see what the Twins can do today. Other early games. I got Colorado, Philly. Anybody else on that?
Now, go ahead with it, John.
All right. Let's move right along because these games do start in 25 minutes. Colorado, Philly. Last 3 games have all been in Philly. Last 3 games, I do believe the Phillies have won them all. Yes, they have, and they've all went over. We're going back with that trend today. Today's numbers even set even lower. Yesterday was 8. We gave you 8, and it went over 8.73. Today's number is 7. Yep. Austin Gomer is pitching. He is filled in. He was scratched for Zelia or whatever his name is. He was originally scheduled to start. Gomer's getting thrown in there. 3 games started, 15 innings. Let me say something.
I say he fitted in for Sensatella.
Sensatella, thank you very much. Yeah, I get them names sometimes. They get beyond 3 syllables. Screws me all up. Gomer's got 3 games started, 15 innings, 1-1, 4.20 ERA, but he pitches those at Coors Field. 14 strikeouts, 7 earned runs. Zach Wheeler's just been terrible. 3 games started, 12 innings is all he's gotten out of those 3 games. 0-3 record, 8.53. Last time out, he got beat up. 5 innings, 4 hits, 4 runs, and 5 strikeouts. Lost 5-3. Going over here again, the number set at 7. I don't know why that's so low. Either of these last 3 games have flew over the total, cashing in on all 3 on my side. I'm going to just ride it while it's hot, going over 7 in this game as well. These are, like I said, different than I normally pick. I'm usually trying to find unders. I got to ride these 7s today. Bobby's here. Hey, Bobby, how's it going? The over 7 just moved to even money. Yeah, it was 105, so it's getting even better value. So I guess everybody's expecting a a good game out of Zach Wheeler. Normally he's a great pitcher. He just hasn't hit his stride so far this year.
Yeah,
So
the wind's blowing in.
yeah, the wind's swirling. I thought I saw.
It's
Um,
blowing. It's blowing in.
but
It's more.
Phillies have been hitting the bats. The bullpens have been used. Phillies bullpen isn't that good. Colorado's still been putting up their share of runs, even though they're losing these games. The 3 games of Philly, they put up 2, 3, and 3. So as long as we can get that today out of them, 2, 3, or 3 out of Colorado, Philly should be able to get it done for us. Philly's a huge favorite, minus 191. Nice show. Ron took the Yankees minus 1.5 last night, and that hit. Yes, sir, it did. And it could hit again today. Anybody on the Phillies game or the Yankees game?
Uh, I'm not on. I'm not on the Yankees game. I'm on the. I think this. I'm on the Seattle game. So just wait till we get to that one.
All right, well, Seattle's coming up. We can talk about that now. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're gonna. I'm gonna follow the same angle you going with. I'm taking another over, man. Got 7.5. Chris Flexen is going for Tampa Bay, and I think that Tampa Bay is doing a bullpen game today. So the reason why I like this over is yesterday Marco Gonzalez got knocked out of the game early, so they have to use a lot of their bullpens yesterday. So they're gonna be kind of thin with their pitching as far as Seattle goes. So both these teams right now, man, are ranked in the top 5 and Woba. They're hitting the ball pretty good on both sides. So down there in Florida, man, I think we'll see some runs today. So I'm just gonna take the over. The last 9 games they played, the overs cashed in at 7. So I'm just gonna ride that out, man. Take them over with you. Over 7.5.
All right, Bo's looking for a bounce back. He's going to go over in the Tampa game. They just pitched the bullpen game the other day, so I'm not sure how much they're expecting out of this starter today. Hopefully, uh, the bullpens are kind of been used, so we'll see. Bobby also is coming at us with must be talking about Wheeler. He will come around. Slow start from the lockout. I agree. Wheeler will come around. I don't know if it's going to be today. And like I said, if we can just get 2 or 3 runs out of Colorado, even we'll take a 3-3 game going into the late innings. The worst we can do is push. So, still love that over, to be honest with you. One more game that starts in 20 minutes or so. Miami's wrapping it up against Washington. Anybody on that? Miami's been taking Washington down here. 2 out of 3. Anybody? Anybody?
No, but I don't see no reason to jump off of Miami, man. They got Rodgers on the mount. No, he got shelled in one game, but he been looking pretty good in his last couple. So,
It's
I
against your boy Corbin. You
don't
know,
know.
what
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Bang him up.
left-handed pitcher Patrick Corbin. We've been fading Corbin all year, cashing tickets. Trevor
Yeah,
Rogers is a pretty good pitcher.
yeah. I don't cash with Miami 2 days in a row. So you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, it's getaway. It's getaway day. Yeah, a lot of stuff, a lot of weird stuff happen on getaway day. So I'm always careful on them getaway days. So
Yeah, Miami will go back home tomorrow to face Seattle. Seattle head down south from Tampa down to Miami to play the Marlins over the weekend. So wind's blowing out. Nobody's got an angle on the early Miami Washington game.
no, I said if I would
All
play it,
right,
I
we'll get to hockey, Ron. If you just bear with us, we're trying to first and foremost get these early games out of the way. And MLB for anybody watching now or later. We're streaming live on my YouTube and Bo's right now. Next game's in 1 hour and 20 minutes. Houston, Texas. Anybody? Houston and Texas.
yeah, I'm on this game right here, man. I'm gonna keep on riding them Astros. We got Verlander going up against Martin Perez. Perez looked good in the last game against Oakland, so this Astros team it hitting a little bit better right now, and I'm gonna take Verlander. He old trusted Justin, man. So I'm gonna take him in the first 5. Lead the bullpens out the game. I took a minus half a run. I just feel like we're getting good value with Houston right now. You know what I'm saying? I know Rangers, they have been hitting the ball, but they kind of been slumping in the last couple of games. So I like the better pitcher, man, to get the job done. So go ahead and cash that ticket early, man. Take Houston. I got a minus half a run. First half, I got it minus 107.
Very good, very good. I'm on that game as well. This will be the last play for me in baseball today. I've got Houston as well, but I'm going on the run line here. Minus 1.5. Verlander's 1-1. 1.89 ERA. 20 strikeouts. Just looking sharp. Martin
Uh,
Perez has looked good himself. Unfortunately, his record's 0-2. Not getting the runs when he pitched. 3.86 ERA. Low ERA, but 0-2 tells you he's not getting the runs. 12 strikeouts, 5 walks, 6 earned runs in 14 innings so far. Texas puts up 3 runs a game in the last 3 games, losing the last 2 to Houston. I think Verlander will keep them low off the scoreboard, and Houston can squeak out 2 or 3 runs and win by that margin, like a 5-1, 5-2 kind of game. The total set pretty low in itself, 8, and with Verlander out there, I would lean under, but that's not the play. Ron's on Houston minus 1.5 there, so we're all kind of lined up on that. So other than that, there's 4 more games this evening, 5 games actually.
I got 2 more. We didn't get to them yet. As far as the Astro game, I would agree with both of you guys. I like Verlander a lot. I still have his T-shirt when he was a Detroit Tiger and won the Cy Young. I might actually take that, but wait till we get off here. The other two that I do have, though, that I did take, I took the over in the Royals White Sox game. It's 7, and that one's about an hour and a half away from now too. I took it yesterday. It hit 7-3 White Sox. I'm taking it again today. I think the bats for Chicago can come out and push this thing over the total.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, that is an early game. Yep, that's in about an hour and
Yeah,
25 minutes. So he's right
yeah.
on there. So you're going over against Keller and Kopech.
Yep, over 7. I took it. It was minus 115. Now it's plus 105. So it's actually better value if you like to play. A lot of overs today, though.
I think
Yeah.
that game in jeopardy getting canceled because that weather's really bad.
So it might get.
I showed cloudy, 14 miles an hour blowing in.
Yeah.
Kopech he's that guy that throws a 103-mile-an-hour fastball. His ERA is .64. Last time out, I know he had a great game. He's a rising star, Kopech. 5 innings pitched against Tampa. 1 hit, 1 run, none earned, 5 strikeouts. So counting on Kansas City to get you 3 or so runs today, unless you're counting on White Sox to put up 6 or 7 themselves. Keller's pitched pretty good too to start the season, so there is a reason the number is low. But White Sox bats are starting to come alive, so anything can happen.
I'm counting more on the White Sox to get on a little bit of a hidden streak here. So
yeah. So yep, first game went under 6-0 Kansas City yesterday, over 7-3 White Sox. So this is game 3 of the series. What else, BP? You got one more? You said.
I got one more. I'm taking the St. Louis Cardinals tonight. I know it's a home team, but I am taking the run line minus 1.5. Arizona can't keep playing and winning. They're just not a good team. So I'm riding with my Cardinals here tonight. Plus 120 is where I got the minus 1.5 run line. You got Daniel Hudson, not the greatest start, 3.95 against Humberto Castellanos at 3.0 ERA. So neither one of these pitchers are pitching great or pitching lights out. They're just mediocre. I think the Cards are just the better team.
All right, so there you go. That's another one with the low total. So all the totals have really came down so far because the unders have been cashing. The overs were hitting yesterday. San Diego's jumped out 1-0 already, first inning. Still got guys on base. So, Bo, any more baseball?
Yeah, I got one more.
All right.
Go down to hot Atlanta, man. We've got the Braves. They playing the Chicago Cubs. I think it's their last game in this series. Got 2 great pitchers on the mound. Kyle Wright, Ben Dillon. I think he got the most strikeouts right now, right up on the Shohei Ohtani, like 26 strikeouts in 15 innings. And Drew Smiley, man, he been looking pretty sharp too. Just last 2 road games, no earned runs, a lot of strikeouts for him. So I'm looking at the first 5. It's under. I got it under 4.5. Acuna Jr. He's out And they also gonna be missing Eddie Rosario for the lineup for the Braves. So first 2 games I already stayed under the total. I like for this one to stay under the total well. So I got it under 4.5 in the first 5. I got it -110.
All right. Yeah, Cubs took the lead yesterday. Braves came back, took it to extra innings, and Cubs got it done 6-3, pushing it over and taking the Braves down. Kind of a little surprising there. So under, is it 8.5?
Full game, yeah, full game 8.5.
Carl says the Raves, the Ravens, the
I think you
Rays, the
missed the
Braves.
B.
Yeah, the
Miss the
Braves.
B. You're missing the B, Carl. Braves win today. I think they're pretty big. I think they're -210 or something. Braves are a big favorite there. So, all right. So that'll do it today. Mostly a full schedule. There's some teams traveling, some teams off today. So full slate tomorrow on Friday night's weekend series. So anybody got anything on the NHL draft, NFL draft?
I got one. I got one. I normally don't bet the draft, but I seen one that I'm liking. You know what I'm saying? It's that guy for Georgia to tackle, Jordan Davis. They got his draft. It's at over and under 14. I took it under. I think he gonna go at least by 12. So I know a lot of teams can use him. Man, this guy was good in the combine. I do watch those occasionally. I check them out in his replays. But yeah, I like him to go. I got it. I got good value with that much plus money. So that's the only one that I like.
All right. BP, you playing the draft at all?
I don't really bet the draft. I'm just hoping the Lions take Aiden Hutchinson at 2.
All right. Well, the Lions got the number 2 pick. Who's got the number 1 pick?
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
Jaguar.
All right. So BP's hoping Hutchinson will stay home and stick it out in Michigan for a few more years. So there you go. Ron says Aiden Hutchinson. So, all right. Not much going on the draft. Just not a very good draft class, in my opinion.
No.
The best quarterback out there is Kenny Pickett from Pitt. That's pretty bad.
I think Willis could be good. We'll see.
Yeah. All right. You in the NHL today, BP?
Oh yeah, I got a couple picks in the NHL tonight. End of the season, just a couple more days left. The playoffs start on Monday. John alluded to the live show. It's going to be Monday at 6 p.m. over on my channel. I'm going to fill the screen with 6 people, so it's going to be pretty exciting. Tonight, though, I'm going to take the Florida Panthers on the puck line, -1.5 at the Ottawa Senators. I grabbed it -110. The Panthers are playing their backup goaltender, but I do think that they just got too much firepower for Ottawa to handle. And the other one is going to be a big underdog play here. Nashville Predators +200 at the Colorado Avalanche. Colorado has not been playing great down the stretch. I feel like they're just waiting for the playoffs to really kick it back up a notch. And Nashville needs some momentum heading into the playoffs as they're one of the lowest seeds in the Western Conference wildcard.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. Sounds good. The first game you gave out was the Panthers -1.5.
Yep.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but the Panthers are probably one of the top teams in the East, right?
They are the top team in the East.
So, do they have any motivation? Is it kind of like basketball? Do they keep playing their starters? Are they resting or what's?
Oftentimes in hockey, they just don't. They keep pushing the pedal all the way till the end. But they did rest their starting goaltender. So, we've got a really young 21-year-old goalie in that tonight for Florida. I just think that the firepower on the offensive end is enough to get it done. And I don't think they're going to rest guys necessarily. They may limit their minutes.
All right. Is hockey going to wrap up this Sunday or something like that?
Most of the last games are tomorrow. There is one on Saturday. It was a reschedule from some kind of blizzard in Winnipeg or something like that. So.
Okay, so tomorrow's pretty much wrapping up the NHL.
Well, pretty much the last day, but you got one bonus game Saturday afternoon with the Kraken and the Jets in Winnipeg. And I'm already to tell you right now, I'm taking the over. It's the Kraken, so
yeah, we know.
Cash last night.
No.
The crack when they played the Kings, did it cash?
Yeah, cash 5-3. LA won.
Yeah.
Do Winnipeg and Seattle have anything left to play for?
Nope.
Neither.
Season's over. They're not making the playoffs.
And they're gonna make them play that damn game. That's ridiculous.
Yes, they will. They got to finish the 82nd game of the season.
They're getting paid.
They are getting paid.
Their job.
All right, very good.
Get up.
All right. You in the NBA tonight? Bo and I are gonna come on. What time we coming on, Bo?
3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. on the East.
All right.
1 p.m. on the West Side. Hey, man. Everybody, look. Make sure, man, jump on over to my channel. We're trying to get them subs up to 1,000. So, you know, if you are real, man, you want to salute the real one, man, go ahead, go over there and get that channel going. You know, we're giving out these winners, free information every day. All we ask y'all to do, man, is drop that like, sub to the channel if you're new, share these videos, man. You know what I'm saying? We need y'all help. So make sure to do those things, man. You know what I'm saying? And we will appreciate it.
Very good. BB, you playing NBA tonight? You got anything tonight?
I got one play. I took it a couple days ago. I dropped a lot on it, and the line moved. I took Dallas -1.5. Now it looks like Dallas is a +1 at most places. I think the Mavericks finish the series tonight. Luka's been on fire. Brunson's been a really good complimentary piece, and I'm rooting for the Mavs, and I think they can get it done.
Luka Magic.
All right.
That's
there
right.
You go.
Utah never shows up in the playoffs.
No. Well, the line didn't move that much. It just swayed
a couple points.
Barely at that. It's still a bucket either side. So
yeah, Utah just looking discombobulated.
All right.
Team next year.
So that's gonna do it. Got 10 more minutes, 5 more minutes for these next set of games come on. Let's go make some money. Let's come back here in a few hours and we're gonna do some NBA. As baseball will be over pretty quickly today. Most of these games are early. And make some money in the baseball, and then we'll wrap it up and hit a bunch of NBA later. Make a bunch of money in the NBA and have a really good day. Let's do it, guys. So,
all right. Thanks for having me. Take it easy.
Yep.